Everybody, and today we're going to talk about monkey brains. By the way, happy 10th anniversary of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's amazing that 10 years later this show came out. Like an entire decade has passed and the show still holds up. And I gotta say, it's been an honor to be on this journey with Ninja Turtles, and we know we're still on season 1. So this episode is called Monkey Brains, and it's about Donnie's scheme to hang out with April. He has I know I mentioned earlier that Donnie's kind of weird around April. It becomes a little obsessive, where he has an entire whiteboard of just ways he could hang out with April. Like, he comes up with study sessions, he comes up with other ways, and then Raph kind of just makes fun of him for it, and he just, even though Donnie should just straight up say, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And they end up hanging out, and instead they get attacked by a wild monkey, and this is later revealed to be a doctor, and that being Dr. Rockwell. He later in the show gets he finally talks later in the show, way in season 3, and he's voiced by Tom Kenny later in that season. SpongeBob himself. So that's nice. I think he's just a straight up wild ape is because of his mutagen, and it's later revealed that he's been mutated by his partner, Dr. Falco, and he later becomes the Rat King. So, and Donnie gets, beat up, really bad after trying to fight the monkey, and, whenever the turtles get beat up in this show, they don't show blood. Well, it's because it's a kid's show, and they can't show that, so instead they just show bruise marks, like in Baxter Stockman, where they look like they got hit by a bus, and so, and April even tries to calm down the ape. It shows her compassion, at least, which is very nice. And when they bring Donnie home, the turtles just laugh because they find it hilarious that he got beat up by a monkey mutant. It's kind of messed up because if you had a sibling who got beat up by somebody, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't laugh if they were beat up by an animal. After hearing, not to get too real life here, but a lot of people get killed by animals in real life, and so I'm pretty sure people wouldn't laugh. So that's a little nitpick I had, but okay, it is what it is. It's a cartoon after all. And so later the turtles then get the first time we get to see the T-phone. The T-phones, they were cool, I guess, and they're basically an iPhone. Donnie somehow found his way to make an iPhone. Well, and this is it's basically like a shell, but if it was a phone. And they even made real life T-phones. I think they're just a phone case. This is years ago. I saw a commercial about it. It was cool, I guess. And so, the turtles later try to track the monkey. They even ask Dr. Falco earlier, and then later they find out that his partner, when Dr. Rockwell is later revealed to be the monkey, then the turtles decide to go take down Dr. Falco. And also, during that, I'm getting the names mixed up. Dr. Falco developed a mutagen that he injects himself with, and he gets psychic powers, and his eyes are red, and he's just laughing. And I like the part when the turtles then break into his lab, and then Raph is about to say something insulting, and then Dr. Falco is just "You're gonna hit me with your lab coat," or something like that. I don't know the exact line. And they try to fight him, and then we get these blue images of what their moves are gonna be because they're thinking. And Dr. Falco easily dodges all the turtles' moves because he knows exactly what they're going to be doing since he's a mind reader now. And Donnie then decides to fight Dr. Falco by just not thinking. Because earlier in the show, Splinter teaches him a lesson about fighting without thinking, because he shouldn't be thinking when fighting an enemy. He just needs to fight. Like, he doesn't have time to think, and because he can easily lose in a fight if he's just thinking of how to take down the enemy. Like, go straight forward at it. And so Donnie just runs at Dr. Falco and just kicks his butt, basically. And that's Dr. Falco until he becomes the Rat King, and then he's a completely different character. And so, Then the turtles get home, I guess. I guess Dr. Rockwell then runs away, and we don't see him for a long time until season 3, like as I said earlier. And so, and then Donnie puts the whiteboard away, and he's just like, he asks April to hang out, and she's like, oh, I'm busy. I think this is also the episode where we get to see a storyline where April is going to become a kunoichi. I don't know what that is in real life. I don't know if that's an actual title for a ninja, but it's basically like a female ninja. I think this is the episode, pretty sure. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. This is a really good episode. It was interesting. It had a good villain, a good plot twist. Like, it had a few good lines and moments. So I'd give this episode an 8 out of 10. So, a lot better pacing than better story than the Baxter Stockman episode. But the Baxter Stockman episode was fun still. It was a good episode for sure. I don't know what the next episode is. I think it's Never Say Never. I think we see the return of Bradford and Zever. So, I can't wait to talk about that episode next week. So, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power.